Most legal trouble doesn't start with a crime. It starts with an argument that nobody was willing to stop. Solomon says starting a fight is like punching a hole in a dam. Once that water starts rushing, you can't put it back. You just drown. Welcome to day 17 of A Proverb a Day Keeps the Police Away. Today we're going to be reading Proverbs 17 and we're going to learn why a dry crust of bread is better than a steak dinner, why God puts you in the furnace, and the exact moment that you need to walk away before you catch a charge. Let's start out with verses 1 through 8. Verse 1 is a massive reality check for anybody who's stressing about money or status. Let's jump right in here. A meal of bread and water in contented peace is better than a banquet spiced with quarrels. A wise servant takes charge of an unruly child and is honored as one of the family. As silver in a crucible and gold in a pan, so our lives are refined by God. Evil people relish malicious conversation. The ears of liars itch for dirty gossip. Whoever mocks poor people insults their creator. Gloating over misfortune is a punishable crime. Old people are distinguished by grandchildren. Children take pride in their parents. We don't expect eloquence from fools, nor do we expect lies from our leaders. Receiving a gift is like getting a rare gemstone. Any way you look at it, you see beauty refracted. All right, verse 1 there says, a meal of bread and water in contented peace is better than a banquet spiced with quarrels. In the streets, we chased that banquet. We wanted the money and the cars and the parties and all that. But the banquet was full of strife and paranoia and chaos. Now, you might be looking at your life in early recovery and thinking, man, I'm broke and I'm eating this dry crust here. But do you have peace in your life? Do you have quiet in your life? Solomon is saying that you're richer now than you were then. Don't trade your peace for a toxic feast. And take a peek at verse 3 again. As silver in a crucible and gold in a pan, so our lives are refined by God. If you feel like you're in the fire right now, don't panic. You're not burning down. You're being refined. God is melting off the impurities so that gold can shine. Next up, we have verses 9 through 18. This section here contains the verse that inspired the title of this video. It's the ultimate de-escalation tactic. Overlook an offense and bond a friendship. Fasten onto a slight and goodbye, friend. A quiet rebuke to a person of good sense does more than a whack on the head of a fool. Criminals out looking for nothing but trouble won't have to wait long. They'll meet it coming and going. Better to meet a grizzly robbed of her cubs than a fool hell-bent on folly. Those who return evil for good will meet their own evil returning. The start of a quarrel is like a leak in a dam, so stop it before it bursts. Whitewashing bad people and throwing mud on good people are equally abhorrent to God. What's this? Fools out shopping for wisdom? They wouldn't recognize it if they saw it. Friends love through all kinds of weather, and families stick together in all kinds of trouble. It's stupid to try to get something for nothing, or run up huge bills you can never pay. All right, let's take a peek at verse 14. The start of a quarrel is like a leak in a dam, so stop it before it bursts. Picture a massive dam holding back millions of gallons of water. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen the Hoover Dam or pictures, but it's pretty impressive. If you even poke a small hole in that thing, the pressure's going to rip it open, everything gets destroyed. That's your temper. That's the argument you have with your spouse. That's the confrontation at the bar. Once the water starts flowing, you can't stop that, and you can't put the water back in the dam. The command here is simple. Drop the matter. Not when you win, not when you get the last word. Drop it before the dispute breaks out. Walking away from something like that isn't weakness, it's flood control, and it's staying alive. Finally, let's close out here with verses 19 through 28. We're going to end with a little trick for how to look smart even if you don't know what you're doing. Pay attention. The person who courts sin marries trouble. Build a wall, invite a burglar. A bad motive can't achieve a good end. Double talk brings you double trouble. Having a fool for a child is misery. Sorry, Mom and Dad. It's no fun being the parent of a dolt. A cheerful disposition is good for your health. Gloom and doom leave you bone-tired. The wicked take bribes under the table. They show nothing but contempt for justice. The perceptive find wisdom in their own front yard. Fools look for it everywhere, but right here. A surly, stupid child is sheer pain to a father, a bitter pill for a mother to swallow. It's wrong to penalize good behavior or make good citizens pay for the crimes of others. The one who knows much says little. An understanding person remains calm. Even dunces who keep quiet are thought to be wise. As long as they keep their mouth shut, they're smart. Verse 28 is hilarious. It's basically saying if you keep your mouth shut, people might mistake you for a genius. In recovery, we call this taking the cotton out of your ears and putting it in your mouth. When you're in court or when you're in a meeting or maybe when you're being criticized, try just being quiet. The moment you open your mouth to defend yourself, you usually prove that you're a fool. But if you stay silent, you might look wise. You stay safe and you could learn something. So the takeaways from Proverbs 17 to keep the police out of your life today are this. Number 1, choose peace. A dry crust with peace is better than a mansion filled with drama. Be grateful for the quiet that you have in your life today. Number 2, don't breach the dam. Once the fight starts, you can't stop the flood, so drop the matter before it even breaks out. And number 3, play the genius. When in doubt, shut your mouth. Silence looks like wisdom. Man, we are cruising through this month. If this video helped you drop the matter today, do me a solid. Smash the subscribe button, leave a comment telling me your favorite verse, and share this with someone who needs a little encouragement in their life. Thanks again, friends. As always, stay sober, not boring.